The Mashpee Middle High School is gearing up to offer Mandarin courses to their students next year. I sat down with school faculty and administrators to talk about just how important it is that they're able to offer another language course to their students.
We live in a global society now. Everything is so easy to access. Other cultures are so much more easy to access now with all the internet and ease of communication. Students, to be well prepared to succeed in the economy, the global society that we have now, they need to be able to communicate with other people, and that doesn't mean just speaking. So learning the languages isn't just about learning what to say, it's about what to say, when, how, and to whom. So the culture piece is really important as well.
How did talks get started about adding Mandarin to the curriculum?
Well, I think it was a combination of looking at our full curriculum and being able to have a comprehensive opportunity for all students to look at the possibility of having one of three options, French, Spanish, or Mandarin, and the opportunity that we could provide for students to be able to just get one more exposure to a foreign language and knowing the benefits that that would provide all students. It was brought forward by the superintendent who was wanted to expand opportunities for our students within the Mashpee Public Schools. And once that discussion began, we brought this to the department chair, Mrs. Fina. Subsequently, we brought the proposal forward to the Mashpee School Committee, and they were unanimously in support of this. And so our thanks and our appreciation really is to both Superintendent Hyde and the Mashpee School Committee for wanting to be able to support this, or agreeing to be able to support this, both financially and in concept, that this would be good educationally for the students of our school.
Can you tell me a little bit about the language requirements that Mashpee has in place?
Since 2010, Mashpee has implemented MassCore, which is the recommended program of studies from the state in regards to foreign language. And so we moved up to 2 years of language, which is right in line with public colleges and universities. So all of our students going through Mashpee High School will have 2 years under their belt. Whatever they choose to do for higher education, it at least prepares them to apply to a 4-year school if they so choose to.
Interestingly, Massachusetts does not have a graduation requirement for foreign language as a state, but most schools do have that requirement, so we have a 2-year requirement here. But you'll have this huge disparity in the state. So you'll have some schools that'll offer Mandarin, French, German, Spanish, Latin, so 5 or 6 options, and then you'll have other schools like Hull, for example, only offers Spanish.
So how does this help students both in higher education, but also maybe if they're not planning on pursuing a college degree, how does knowing Mandarin help them that way?
Well, I think whether it's Mandarin or Spanish or German or any other language, I think that opens up possibilities for students, both on a personal level and certainly professionally. The idea of us offering Mandarin at the high school level really provides students, we believe, a leg up in terms of going on to higher education, continuing that education at the collegiate level, and then ultimately gaining experiences, whether it's through business or any other opportunity, working within an environment where that language is going to be essential for their success within any career.
How do you expect to see this program grow over the next few years?
Well, obviously we can't start a program with French and Spanish we have 1 through 5. You can't obviously start a 1 through 5 with Mandarin because no one has taken 2, 3, 4, 5, etc.
Well, we see it as something that's sequential. So our first year is really going to be our pilot year, and this is an opportunity to have 7th and 8th graders get introduced to Mandarin, to be able to have them have experiences, really as an exploratory class, but also be able to offer it at the high school level to those students who are interested in pursuing that, with the expectation that next year we'll be offering a Mandarin 2 class, and subsequently Mandarin 3, and leading up to similar design of what we have right now for all of our languages, a 3rd year and a 4th year, and potentially an AP class as well.
How have you seen students take interest in it so far? Has it been something that you've talked with students about and gauged their interest?
I think what we've seen is that there's an interest in general in terms of taking foreign languages, and to be able to provide this 3rd option right now is something that's going to expose students to just a variety. And what we've seen is that there's a great deal of interest in this, particularly at the younger levels, which should not surprise us, but we're thrilled that that's the case, and we're looking forward to a successful introduction of Mandarin in terms of the Mashpee Public Schools.
What it does for students is I think it just allows them to understand that they have the ability to do whatever they choose to, and having more under their tool belt in regards to languages. So we may have students who decide to take Spanish and Mandarin. It might be unique, but I think those students exist within Mashpee. Having those experiences here in high school, you know, it only expands their opportunities. So it gives them another avenue, really. It opens doors for them, and I think that's what we do at the high schools. We try and open the doors, lay it out, prepare them for what they need, and then they get to determine which direction they want to head into.